next case as soon as I get back to the ship.
Do we have time for pizza?
Red asked, waggling his eyebrows at Lindy. That's the first thing you think of? What's the case? Lindy wondered, watching Red tap furiously on his datapad. I'm worried. Usually the magistrate explains more, calls a meeting, we all chat, then we go. Something has her spooked. Plus, we've only been back for 4 days. We were supposed to get 3 weeks off. Are you listening to me?
The magistrate can have some too. I ordered one of those gross moonstockle things for her. We better hurry to the ship,
Red said. Lindy rotated at the waist and drove her fist into his chest. It thudded against something hard. She yowled in pain. What the hell do you have in your vest?
What the hell are you punching me for?
Red shot back, screwing up his face at her pain and anger.
Damn it, I'm sorry.
He dropped to a knee to get a better look at her hand. He grimaced, but quickly tried to cover it with a smile.
It's not as broken as it could be.
He sounded as hopeful and upbeat as he could. At least it's throbbing less. Lindy tucked her injured hand against her stomach, and with her good hand, tapped Red's chest, undid the pouch, and pulled out a spare magazine for the railgun. You brought extra ammo? Planning on missing a lot of the targets?
It's contingency stuff. The magistrate keeps me on my toes. I can't risk failing her, which means everywhere I go, I have my gear. At least, most of it.
Lindy turned to the ship. They hadn't been more than 50 meters from it. There would have been time to return for any equipment they needed. At least, that's what she had thought. You don't think we would have had time to go to the ship?
No,
Red replied simply.
Just like the magistrate doesn't hesitate when it's time to deliver justice, I can't hesitate when it's time to protect her. I can't leave her ass hanging out in the wind, and I won't leave yours either. If someone came through that door,
Red pointed at the far wall.
They could cut me off from the ship, but I'd still be able to fight from cover there and over there until I could get to them and finish them.
Lindy nodded slowly. I'm sorry I let you down.
How so?
By not being as ready as you? Red threw his head back and laughed.
I was ready for both of us. I have 2 spare magazines and extra water, even an extra food bar.
She pulled his face to hers for a fierce kiss, before whispering, I'm still mad at you.
What did I do now?
You weren't listening to me, and then you changed the subject.
Magistrate explains, we chat, but this time we're rushing off without knowing. I heard you just fine, but it's all speculation, and I don't like to speculate. How about we return to the ship, clean our weapons, and ask her when she arrives?
I'm still mad at you. All hands are recalled. We're leaving on our next case as soon as I get back to the ship. Rivka watched the message go. She wasn't sure how much longer the prep work with Granger would take, but she knew they'd be leaving soon. The initial case brief had her blood boiling. Granger and Rivka were side by side in the magistrate's conference room. Together, they glared at the images on the screen. Slavery is legal on Corran, Rivka spat, distaste permeating her words. Her face contorted as she spoke. How is that possible? This is the Federation.
Corran isn't in the Federation. Yet, that is. We're close to bringing him on board, but until then, they can conduct business as they wish, since they're still an independent planet. But,
he paused for effect and raised one finger.
They are on the border of Federation territory, and no one can transit Federation space with slaves.
Then how in the holy fuck are they still in business?
Slavers. The worst humanity has to offer is nothing compared to the Corranites. You need to find and cut their supply chain. Catch every Federation citizen involved and charge them. Justice needs to come swift and heavy.
Rivka spoke through clenched teeth. And if I have to knock a few Corranite